of the causes that led to the coup was the Cold War. This conflict between the Soviet Union and the United States influenced the vast majority of states throughout the 20th century. The American country wanted to prevent the advancement of socialism in Latin America, and because of the intervened in the Chilean country to support Pinochet in his coup d'etat. As a result of the coup d'etat, different types of human rights violations were experienced in the form of various torture, and prison centers were torture, both physical and psychological. One of them is the National Stadium.
Due to international pressure, the Free Press and Red Cross visit was authorized on 22 September. After 10 days of total confinement, the prisoners are exhibited in broad daylight.
Between 12 and 13 September of the year 1973, the National Study is enabled as a detention center. The same day that in Enable began to arrive, the detainees who sleep in dressing rooms did not have any type of bed, to the exception of the ones who had pair of mats. They kept them in a communicated regimen, so they could not receive visitors, only call on foot. The prisoners were most of the time instead of the stadium. They were kept to who they recognized militant of left and social of the rest of the detainees. This is probably taken to torture or interrogate. According to the testimony of some detainees in the National Study and some confessed agents, it was demonstrated that hundreds of executions occurred inside this. But only by collaborating with the government in the period is that not the uniform received the sentence on the service. The human rights violations that occurred in the dictatorship were verified by the Chilean justice.
The National Stadium was one of the largest torture centers in the country, reaching 7,000 detainees on the 20th and 2nd September, according to the International Red Cross. Currently know the exact figure of the detainees and kept in this place. By the testimony of the survivors, it is said that 40,000 people passed through war liberties. But even so, all the numbers are contradictory, making this even more difficult to discover.
The National Stadium was evacuated the first week of November. More than 5,000 prisoners were released, leaving behind 900 companions who would be transferred to Chacabuco and other detention centers.
In conclusion, we believe that crimes against humanity committed in dictatorship have neither forgiveness nor forgetfulness. We can never let go of crimes that lead to the violation of human rights to such a limit that there are even families who are still uncertain of which relative will never come back could be, and we still hope that justice reaches out to all those who were actively involved in the civic military dictatorship.
We can say that gender dictatorship through fear and violence and culture of repressions and manipulations by the media. The dictatorship of the 73 are great and damaged society, both physically and mentally, because in the way they were treated and tortured, I generate a harm never could.